Hello, everybody. I am SunPsychic Jean. Please welcome Wisdom Seeker Joan and Gerald from TarotStache. Hi, Gerald.
Hello.
And thank you very much, Plucky Heroine, letting us know that she's like, guys, it's time to go live. What are you doing? I'm like, oh, hurry up. We got to go live. We were just all sharing stories about our Thanksgiving, and we hope that all of you had wonderful Thanksgiving as well. We're going to be doing readings today, and while we're waiting for everybody to file in, I wanted to share what we have coming up, and our Wisdom Seeker Joan and Gerald and I are going to be doing an event together, and I'm going to share this with you now. And if you go to my website, sunpsychicjean.com, and you go under the events page, you see that there is this evidential mediumship demonstration. It's gallery style. This is on Sunday, December 14th at 1 p.m. Eastern, and that is 10 a.m. Pacific. And what we're going to be doing is like the old school type of mediumship, where we're going to invite your loved ones to come through um, and we're going to be bringing in messages from your loved ones, and then we're going to be presenting the evidence or the clues that we're getting to you, so that the people in the audience will either raise their hand if it resonates with them, if they can relate to any of the messages, and then as we're giving more details, some people will keep their hand up, other people will take their hand down, and then once we get down to one or two, we'll get into a little bit more of a detailed reading. So that is going to be very exciting. We have a lot of people coming. Also, this event is a free event, everybody. All you need to do is you click anywhere on that bar. You'll see here where it says $0 for the event. Gives you a little bit of a description of what to expect. It's approximately 90 to 120 minutes, 1.5 to 2 hours. And we do ask that everybody try and arrive 10 minutes before the start time. We do like to start promptly at the scheduled start time. So all you have to do is go in here. You want to click on attend, go through the checkout process. It's not going to charge you anything. And you just put your name and your email, and you'll be sent an email with the actual Zoom link for the event. There won't be any other Zoom link sent to you. There won't be any reminders sent to you other than me saying it 100 times. And so that is what we're going to do. I'm so excited. And Wisdom Seeker Joan and Gerald and I have been working together and really enjoying this entire process. So we'd love to practice and put on an event in that style. And it's going to be a wonderful experience. So thank you all very much. Jen Bowles is here. Hi, Jen. Nice to see you. How's your new little grandbaby? She's a new grandmom.
Oh, congratulations.
And Davaria is here. Nice to see you.
Hey.
Michelle Krantz is here. Nice to see you. And I told Michelle to go back. Remember, Gerald, when I did Michelle Krantz, I said, your mom still wanted to come through. And I told her, I said, Michelle, I don't know if you ever went back and watched the end. She goes, oh, no, I'm going to have to go back.
Yeah, I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Her mom kept hanging out. And Wiki is here. And congratulations, Wiki and Jen Bowles. They're new members. I was able to award free memberships for 10 new people for this, and they get the all the perks. So thank you very much.
Love that.
Tinkerbell is here. And Gerald, what do you have coming up on your show today?
Later today, I have Laugh and Learn the Duality Pairs. We are at Duality Pair number 9, exploring pairs in the major arcana of the Marseille. That is with Timmy from Raven Tarot Meditation, Madame Maru, and Linda de Gonzalez. From there, after that, Jamie and I have back and forth with Jamie and Gerald. We are sharing our top decks from 2025. So that will be enjoyable.
Wow.
Fun.
Yeah.
That is fun.
Subscribe, everybody, to all of the channels. That way you won't miss the stuff. And feel free to watch it in playback. There's so much good stuff out there. It's like, yeah. So enjoy that.
And Michelle says, yes, she did go back and listen. And thank you very much for letting her know.
Oh, good.
Cool.
Good. Wonderful. Well, we did a wisdom circle yesterday. It's Wisdom Seeker Joan, Priscilla from the Crone Zone, Terry Suzuki from Kigaru Spiritual Journeys, and Terry Lee from Pure Visionary. We did our wisdom circle. We do it the first Monday of every month, and it was my turn yesterday. And it did turn out I did this chalk at one of my psychic fairs, and it was so very uplifting and reassuring, and I just felt so good when I said, Priscilla, I really want to do this, because she's like, are you going to do the other topic? I said, no, I'm going to do this one. So it was fun. It was a lot of fun.
It was lots of fun. It was good information and good discussion, but just your enthusiasm for the topic just brought up the vibe. So it was just, just tune in and listen to it. It'll raise your vibe too.
So we're doing questions from your loved ones, pets, spirit guides, angels, lost objects, job, moving, whatever. It's open. Almost ask us anything, not too much on the medical or the legal, and no political, of course. And but go ahead and put in your questions, and you please use caps and emojis. Spirit guides, angels. I thought I had that one. Let me see. Where it says, you don't. All the questions, all the different kinds of questions. And the questions will be chosen at random. And Gerald, I wanted to let you know, I was on with Marina last week. I think it was Friday. And we did the random selection generator. And that was so much fun. It really worked out well.
It is a lot of fun. I'm actually on with her tomorrow for sweet or sour readings.
Oh, and do you use the picker for that as well?
We do. It's the flying fickle finger of fate.
It is. And it's lots of fun, you guys. I didn't want to use it today. I don't know. It's I think that it depends on how many people are in the chat makes it best. All right, so let's go ahead with Jen Bowles, and we'll start with you. And Brown Foxy Roxy, you'll be next. And Jen says, may I have a reading for December for my birthday month? Oh my gosh, happy birthday. Now, that is not a picture of Jen. That is a picture of her daughter and her grandbaby, or her granddaughter. Isn't it? And it looks a lot like Jen.
Sweet. Okay.
I feel some higher vibrations around you. I feel like you will have the opportunity to absorb and enjoy celebrating you, and not be like, oh, I don't like being in the center of attention. You'll have that love for yourself, where you're able to stand in the sunshine and appreciate all of the well wishes, which is not always easy to do with empaths and sensitives. Sometimes with so much attention is a little overwhelming, but I feel as though you are in a place where you're grateful for how far you've come, and for your life. When you turn around and look back, that you can see all of the blessings that have occurred in your lifetime. How about you, Joan?
I got a picture of a big bouquet of white, pink, and red carnations in the white wrapping paper and everything. And it's being given to you. And it's like, it's so, the smell of carnations, it's so sweet and distinctive. And there's just so many, they're like the little mini ones, not the big carnations. So it's that kind of that same idea. There's so much going on. It's like, enjoy it as a bunch, as all these, from the holidays and birthday and everything. There's so much high vibe stuff coming toward you. You can't like look at each individual thing right away. You have to kind of grab it as a bunch, all this positive energy. But they're also saying, remember, carnations last a long time. So just experience it as it comes to you, and then kind of tuck it away in your heart and bring out each little flower and think, oh, wasn't that great when she said this, or whatever. So it's like two ways of looking at it. Instead of feeling like, oh, I'm just get so overwhelmed by everything. So no, I'm going to see the bouquet as a whole, and then later I'm going to look at it and appreciate each little thing. And when I went to the cards, I got the Ace of Swords, a new beginning, and maybe a new beginning, and in the way you're thinking about things and approaching things, that is going to be a positive for you in the coming year. I also got the Osprey. Your success is at hand. Allow abundance to flow effortlessly. Kind of another thing about abundance, and not only abundance that, not just because the fates are with you or something, but this is an Osprey. They're the skill there. They're such good. They're really good at what they do, and that you have the strength of that with you because you're really good at what you do. And then I got the Archangel of Faith, who says, lead with confidence. So between all these, just a little bit of the idea of managing all of the energy that's coming, but, great new things coming, and just be confident as you go forward and know that all these good things are going to continue to come your way.
She said maybe a new apartment. Wow.
Oh, that'd be nice. That would be great. Yeah. Gerald, how about you?
Well, I was adjusting with my mic, just make sure everybody can hear me.
Yes.
It's interesting. All of us have this feeling of appreciation and gratitude coming toward Jen. It's important for you to allow it to flow over you. You don't have to grab onto everything. It could be very easy to become overwhelmed with this amount of appreciation that people are heaping on you. And one of the things to remember is people are appreciating you. If you don't like your birthday celebrated or anything of that nature, remember, people celebrating you is about them having an opportunity to give to you, and less about you wanting to get all of that. So Jen, this message that I'm hearing is be aware you may get overwhelmed. Instead of being overwhelmed, spend a little bit of time one-on-one with people and saying, it was really sweet of you to be here. So take that overwhelmness and then periodically just go individually. You don't have to give a big speech to everybody in attendance. Feel very much I really appreciate you being here. I thank you. And so it's okay. And because, I got the Two of Cups, which is really about you and one other person having those deep connections which will give you an opportunity to end your year or begin your new year full and joyful and connected. Connection is a really key thing. So that's what I
Beautiful.
have, Jen. Yeah.
My birthday was last month, and I arranged a breakfast or lunch every day of the week. So it wasn't overwhelming, but it was so fun. It was a birthday week or birth week instead of a birthday.
I love that.
That's so sweet. And Brown Roxy Foxy is next. After Roxy Foxy is Tinkerbell. Oh, Grandmother Doris, Brown Roxy Foxy.
Okay.
Doris, yeah, let me just get her. So I'm getting somebody right away. It looks like she wore her hair either up or short, because I see her with the back of her neck shown. So I can't tell if her hair is up or if she had short hair. I do see her wearing earrings, and like she liked her accessories. She liked to look nice, but she was flexible. I feel as though, like, when she was in the house or working in the house or just lounging, she liked to wear comfortable clothes. But when she went out, she was very proud of, uh, her attire. I do see her liking to wear color. She didn't have a lot of clothes, but the clothes she had, she really cherished. I feel like she was an independent woman. I feel like she did live a long life, even though she never appeared to age. Uh, like she was always younger looking than her age. Um, she's not really telling me about towards the end of her life, but she did. Um, she had a lot of stamina. And what is it, Doris, that you want to say to Roxy Fox? She's saying that she's really very proud of you and that you're a lot like her, and that your tenacity reminds her of herself. And she says, is this your mom's mom? Because she's saying to um, take care of mom and tell mom I said hello. I think that your mom was very close to your grandmother, whether it was her mom or whether it was her mother-in-law. She was very close to Doris. Roxy Foxy, let us know if any of that makes sense. Hi, Hibiscus Healing. Oh, she goes, yes, it's my mom. It's my mom's mom. Okay. Yeah, because she's saying for to look over her, watch over her. She's watching over her, and she's asking you to take good care of your mom. Your mom misses your grandmother every day, and she was an integral part of both of your lives. I do feel there's this trio of women, Maiden, Mother, Crone, and you guys were a unit and a team. And it's very much like there's a leg missing without her, but she just wants to send you her love. How about you, Joan?
That was beautiful. I just got a quick flash of a woman standing with, she was wearing a veil, and I had a hard time knowing whether that was Doris as a little girl at a first communion veil, or if she was at your wedding, or if it was a wedding veil, or somehow, but it was a white veil that she was wearing. And then later on, she had a chalice. So I'm thinking, I don't know, maybe she was real religious or whatever. So I couldn't really figure out what was going there. Let's see. But right away, she was sending love. And at first, I thought it was more like a wedding. So I don't know if you're married and she loved being at your wedding. But anyhow, it's the white veil, if that means anything. And then when I pulled cards, I got the Four of Cups, which is this kind of like the chalice I was seeing. And that this is the card where, no, I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want that. It's like I'm getting the feeling that she is saying, kind of by the next card, which is the Oriole, about being creative and doing things your own way. Like the choices that you have now aren't exciting you, but you have your own way of doing things, and hold fast to that. You're a creative person. You don't just kind of go along to get along with whatever other people are doing. And sometimes that makes you feel like you're on the outside. But then she said, zoom out and relax. And that is, and to honor yourself for your own way of doing things. You have your own unique, creative way of living. And she's encouraging you to do that. And don't feel bad if you don't feel like you fit in.
I was when I checked in with Doris, Doris was as Jean described her, but she was pointing around and directing where things needed to go. It's like she was setting up for a party. Maybe it's a first communion celebration. But she was pointing around, telling people where the correct place to put things. And what the message is for you is be unapologetic for your skills and asking for what you need. I'm not sure if this is the right time for you to hear that, but this is an important aspect of it's a good opportunity for you to be clear what it is that you need and ask. Give people an opportunity to help. I think this is one of those things to keep in mind, because sometimes we feel like we're not connecting with people. And the people who listen when you actually ask for what you need and they help you, or they tell you they can't help you with that, but they can help you with this, those are the people you want to surround yourself with. They get it. So let me know.
Yeah, hang in there, Brown Roxy Foxy. I feel like there's, a touch and go and in and out. Sometimes you're good and other times you feel defeated, but hang in there. She said, thank you for the messages. Truly resonate, especially Gerald's message. Aw,
Fabulous.
wonderful. Thank you very much, Brown Roxy Foxy. And I said Tinkerbell was next, and after Tinkerbell is Wiki. So Tinkerbell, just say hello. She said, hello there. Any messages from my spirit guides or angels? So I hear them say believe, like the Tinkerbell would say believe in magic, and that the Peter Pan believe that you can fly, and that it's all in your own imagination where you will create your reality around you. I do feel as though you may be a reader and you may like fiction or nonfiction, I mean, and I see you enjoying stories about mythology and mystical creatures and faraway lands and other times, other time periods. And I feel as though you have this connection and this way of escaping your everyday life through reading. And it's not escaping, it's just fun. It's a recreation. It's a way for you to expand. And it's I feel as though you have this quiet sense of intelligence. Like you don't yak and let everybody know how intelligent you are. You're not boastful, but you have this quiet intelligence that you feel like this is not your super strength, but your superpower about yourself. And they just saying that you're on the right track and you are doing the right things. And I feel as though you you almost are waiting for something more or something else. And they say that it's very important to go back and look at what it is that you have accomplished, what it is that you can do, where your strengths lie, appreciate those, and then magically other things will appear. When you have a bundle of treasures, for instance, and you're looking for one more treasure, you're ignoring all of these other treasures. And they want you to enjoy the treasures that you have and in the splendor and be happy with the treasures that you have. And then when you do this, you'll be in that joy. And when you're in that energy field, then more treasures will come, more magical, mystical experiences will come. So they're saying, remember to appreciate and show gratitude. And this is the energy that will help to build and expand on your on your joy. That's what I got. How about you, Joan?
When I tuned in, Tinkerbell, I saw a heart, and I saw the heart was kind of broken, had the big crack down the middle. And so I watched a little bit, and the hand came to try to stitch it up with a big needle and thread. And then it just stopped, and it was like, no, this isn't heart surgery. This is a metaphorical, emotional, energetic broken heart. There's a different way to fix that. And that is kind of like doing some of what Jean was saying, to focus on the positive, to heal it from within by seeing what you want, by manifesting, by, reading books or watching rom-coms or, whatever it is that makes you happy. And by tuning into love in whatever form that is, and softness, and using your imagination, that's going to let that heart heal organically and there's not going to be any scars in it, like if, from heart surgery or whatever. And then when I looked at to the cards, I got the moon. So you might be feeling a little bit confused and on the outside of things, sort of like, now, what's the next step? How do I approach this? I also got the parrot card, let go of others' thoughts and opinions. It's time to embrace who you really are. So again, not going to outside needs to heal things up, but to kind of go within, and also to trust the process. This is the Archangel of Patience, who's saying, trust the process. It might not happen overnight, but you can do this. And just from your own space, kind of lift your vibe and get on to the next part of this journey. How about you, Gerald?
Tinkerbell, I'm getting a feeling it is sometimes hard there's a lot of chaos that is going on around you. And I wrote a lot of stuff down. Here's the thing to remember. You are clever. You're intelligent. Clever is the word that keeps coming to mind. And when things are very chaotic and it's hard to feel gratitude for yourself, it feels like there may be some defeat that has happened. Be clever and to take a few moments and find the gratitude that is available in the experience. Because what this does is this cleverly says, I got something out of this. You're trying to defeat me. I'm rising above it. I'm shifting the energy. I'm taking it on for myself in a different way. Write that stuff down. It's really very important because you don't realize how clever you are. You are. So that's what I have for you.
Beautiful. Thank you, Gerald.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. I love how it all dovetails. Thank you very much.
Yes.
So I have Wiki next. And after Wiki, let's go with Plucky Heroine. So Plucky, just say hello. Let us know you're still here. Wiki says, I would love a message from my grandma Lola. Her name is Elvira Lola, grandmother. So we called her Grandma. Oh, LOL. Her birthday is Thursday. Oh, how wonderful. Oh, Lola equals grandmother. So you called her Grandma. Okay. Wow. Interesting. I do sense a playful way about herself. I do feel as though she was not very energetic. She was a little more tired or a little more sedentary. I don't know if she did sewing or mending and needlework, but she liked to do things that were a little more sedentary. I feel as though you have some of her things, or you have a something that you honor of hers, that you keep, a keepsake that you keep out and you think of her. She wants to thank you for that. And the way that you honor her, the way you think of her, remember her. She's saying that you make the entire family proud. She said, don't ever second guess that. Don't ever doubt that. She's saying that who you are and exactly what you've accomplished is commendable and celebrated here on the other side. That they're saying how strong you are and cheering you on from the other side. She's saying that there's doves or white birds. She's saying that she also sends you signs and synchronicities, and she loves the way you are open to connecting to spirit. She's not, I don't know if humble's the right word, but she's very soft and warm and kind, and not outspoken, not very energetic, but and not like a quiet as a little mouse, but she's very in between, that kind and gentle, yet strong and courageous. So that's what I got from her. I'm not sure if that makes any sense. How about you, Miss Joan?
Yes, when I tuned in, I kind of heard her say it was sort of a revelation to her that there's more than one way to get things done, to do things. I think she had an idea that, and while I got the idea too that she was a loving and fun person, but there were standards. There were this is the way to do things, and sometimes that was, she couldn't see outside of that. Strict ideas about doing things just so. She wants you to take advantage of the freedom that gives you, that you don't have to do things just so all the time. But remember overall, be creative and all that, but remember to uphold overall standards. Just don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Don't go completely crazy with your freedom. But anyhow, so that was kind of a new thing for her. And then she gave me the image of log rolling, when lumbermen or whatever, they're sending logs down the river and they get on and roll. And it's something about that, about keeping your balance. It's hard in this world. How do you uphold standards and still stay on top of the log or whatever it is? She said, I understand it's quite a challenge, but you're up to it. It's about balance and you're doing it very well. Also showed me the colors of red and white. It wasn't on a flag or anything. It just like red and white was important to her. And for cards, I got the 5 of Swords. So there might be something in your life feeling like someone's trying to take something away, or maybe you're the person who took something away. My dad was a logger and she lived with us. So that's funny.
Oh my gosh.
I don't think I've ever had log rolling come up. I also got the Robin, who's saying new growth and potential is on the horizon. Reach out and grab it. And the Archangel Raziel, who says, learn, change, and grow. And I think that's both for you, but also for her, that she's seeing things in a new way. And because of that, she's able to help you more than in different ways than she did when she was here. So lots of love. That was fun. Thank you.
So Grandma, or it was Lola or Grandma. Joan, you got red and white.
Mm-hmm.
I have a red and white card. So this tells me this card is the most important message. That most important message is, remember that the words you say can either lighten someone's energy and their spirit or dampen it. Be the light that actually inspires others simply by a small word, something, a smile, holding the door open for them. You have this ability, and there's this message for you of girl, you need to start sharing some of this light, because that light will invigorate you. And we need a lot of people sharing that light around the world. So she would say that kind of thing to me, Gerald. Okay. Great.
Wow.
Good.
Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so very much, Wiki and Lola. What an amazing woman. Beautiful. Okay, next is Plucky Heroine. And she says, I found a thin gold chain that was my mother's in my kitchen cupboard near my Italian seasoning. Was this my mom? And does she have a message for me? Wow. We both said it. I'm going to use my pendulum. So was this chain left behind by Plucky Heroine's mother? Was this not exactly, but it's almost like she used that as a now was this it was almost like your mom was taking the credit, in other words, like she wanted you to think about her, she wanted you to think of her, and she wanted you to um find it. Like it's almost like it was there, but she helped you to find it. You know what I mean? Like you wouldn't ordinary like it wouldn't ordinarily just show up. I feel as though it was there, and she put it in your path so that you would come across it. Um, so is this a message from her mom? Yes, and she's saying that you're more valuable than gold, that you are extremely precious to her, and no material object it comes close to how precious you are to her. She's saying that to realize this yourself, to realize that you are very special, who you are and what you say and what you do is very important to those around you, your loved ones. And it's not that you have to accomplish anything great or overt. Just being you is precious enough, is valuable enough, and to make sure that you remind yourself of your worthiness. And I feel like that's what you wanted to say. How about you, Miss Joan?
I'm getting the same, that it was your mom who kind of directed you to find that. And what I'm getting through, she's putting a lot of emphasis on the Italian seasoning. It's like, here's this lovely little gift, and it's sort of like the spice of life. She wants you to, sometimes life can get really the same and dull and gray, and you're just kind of plodding through. But she wanted that to be like some seasoning, a little upper for you, that there really is magic right in your kitchen cupboard. And to make that sort of like the seasoning, or like basil, where you just put it on everything, it makes everything taste a little better. To just incorporate that like a regular ingredient that you mix into your life every day. Also, I went to cards and got the 3 of Pentacles. That's of the craftsman. So, I think this is an acknowledgement that whatever you're working on, you're doing well, and to keep that up. This is the Goose card. That means your dreams and desires are calling you to action. The journey begins today. And in this case, I think you might pay attention to your dreams. Mom might show up in your dreams. And she's also saying, because she's still your mother, raise your standards. This is the Archangel of Radiance, who just says, raise your standards, expect the best, and expect miracles. Maybe that's what it is. Gerald, how about you?
I think the Italian seasoning is what I'm hearing is it's time for you to actually cook for some people, invite some people over, have this sense of community. And because those are the gold threads that keep us upright when we're feeling a little wobbly. And because sometimes you're feeling sometimes you're feeling like you're just having to rally the troops, rally the troops, rally the troops, rally the troops. Well, rally the troops by feeding them. Because I also got the message, it is time for you to stop thinking of yourself as an amateur. You have some skills. Allow those skills to come forward. Flip your thinking about them. You may not be a professional, yet you're not a student. You can do things you didn't think you could do. She's trusting yourself. Trust your abilities. So that's what I have for you.
Beautiful. Oh. Thank you very much, Gerald. Did you have something else, Joan?
Oh, I just endorse inviting the neighbors in, or in cooking for somebody. I've done that, and now I've got a whole new community. It's just wonderful.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful. I don't think I said who was next. Is Spirit Spring still here? And or Tawny, are you still here? Spirit Spring and Tawny. Thank you to all the moderators, and please do hit the like button and the notification button, like she says, and please do make sure you go and subscribe to Gerald and Joan. It's Wisdom Seeker Joan and TarotStache. That's the names of the channels, and please do go and support and subscribe. It's free, right, Gerald?
Yes, it's free. Oh, here, I've got that. I've got that. Like and subscribe. It's free.
And you hit the little bell for notification.
Yes.
Wonderful. So Tawny and Spirit Spring is here. So let's go with Tawny and Spirit Spring. You'll be next. Or Sprite Spring. Sorry, I can't. Yeah. Tawny, can I get a message from Spirit, please? I feel a lot of skills, abilities, past life experiences coming through for you, Tawny. I feel as though it's your decision. It's important for you to apply the lessons and the information that you're learning. I feel as though you're expanding your awareness and your education. And it's important for you to apply this to your everyday life and to almost like walk your talk. And they're not saying pick a lane, but they're saying start somewhere, start something, and practice this and honor this practice with, even if nobody else is around to practice with, do this on your own. Find the value in what you've been learning and apply it to your everyday life. Ritual is a beautiful thing and ceremony. And I feel as though once you start applying, let's just say you're doing sound healing or something and you're practicing bowls and tuning forks and stuff, that will resonate and expand into maybe color or aromatherapy. It's going to expand, but it's important for you to incorporate or pick something. It's almost like you're learning about 5 or 6 different things and you appreciate all of it, but you've hesitated to incorporate it because you just don't know which one is the right one. But it's okay not to know, just to start incorporating something that resonates with you. I'm getting crystals too. They're showing me you really enjoy crystals. So whatever that means to you, start applying something to your everyday life for your own benefit to enhance your own life and to find out what that means for you in the real world, practical sense. So that's what I have for you, Tawny. How about you, Miss Joan?
Well, I was swaying here because I keep hearing the song, the Beatles song, All You Need Is Love, because when I tuned in, that's what I got. Love, love, love. And and then the image I first saw was a big heart that was the color of Gerald's shirt. And it had a tail from it and you were flying it as a kite. So you're taking this thing you love and you're launching it. And it's going to be beautiful. And maybe it'll be something like the Beatles that 60 years later people will still be thinking about. But when I went to card, this is just like I drew these cards before Jean started talking, but she was explaining them as they came up. Take something that you love and work on it. And this is, developing your craftsman-like skill, whether that's energy healing or whatever it is that you're doing. Infuse it with love and good workmanship and things. And then you take it to the turkey who says, honor your own time of harvest, offer your gifts as a blessing and service to the greater good. So take something that you love and offer it as a service. And then this one is really great. The Archangel Brachiel, who says, live outside the lines. So it might not be like getting an office job or something more standard, or having a title like an accountant or a lawyer or something like that. But it's okay to live outside the lines, because it all started with love. And if you can keep in touch, keep holding on to the string of that kite, so that whatever it is that you're doing maintains that vibration with it. And I think things are going to go well for you. How about you, Gerald?
I was, the message that I got was pretty clear. You want to go faster than what is best for the desired outcome. The message is slow down, let things go at their own pace, because that allows you to avoid disasters or unnecessary problems. You want to get it done. You want to get it done. You want to get it done. Sometimes looking at the delays as an opportunity to avoid a hardship or a disaster or having to completely start all over makes a huge difference. So that's what I got for you.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Beautiful. And she said, we have healing gifts through my family, but I haven't tried anything yet. But we'll try and step into it. Thank you. Good. And she says, yes, I am hearing you. Always wanting to get it done fast. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep. It's like fruitcake. If you make fruitcake at the holiday, it's the time that you are tending to it after it's baked that makes it, that invigorates it and deepens it. So there you go.
Beautiful. Yep. It's not easy to take that initiative ourselves, because we always want to take care of everybody else. All right. So Sprite Spring, am I saying that right, you guys? It's Sprite. It's not Spirit.
Yes,
I was
right.
saying Spirit. Sprite Spring, I would greatly appreciate hearing from my mother, Mary, or my father, Steve. Thank you. And Sprite Spring says that she is here. If you could just say hello, and you can hit the red live button to make sure you're up to date. I mean, like on time.
There she is.
It's good. Okay. So they want you to know that you're not alone. They love you. They're coming through together almost as a unit, and with their arms wrapped around the shoulders, and they're saying, we're both here for you. I feel as though Dad doesn't do as much of the talking as typical, but your mom, I feel like your mom may have passed first and then your dad. And they're saying that we're both here for you, and that it's your heart and your soul, and that connection, that love connection, that unconditional love connection will never die, that we're always and forever going to be connected, and we're always and forever going to be your parents, and that you're not alone. And they're saying that we can hear you when you pray to us, or pray for us, pray in your prayers, mention us in your prayers. And they're saying we're not too busy to watch over you. So if you want to ask us for guidance, please do. I feel as though you had to be the caregiver and the adult, I would have to say, as they aged. And I feel as though they moved back, one of them moved back in with you. Did you have one of them in your home before they passed? They're also showing me a little mouse with some cheese, and it's like a cartoon type of a mouse. I'm not sure if this is a storybook that you liked. Um, but your mom wants you to know that she is in good hands. She's in good spirits, and she is together with your dad. I feel as though together they're united, and they are strengthened. They're stronger together, and they are like it's your team that you have. And they're saying that you have a beautiful strength and belief and this courage on your own that they're really very proud of. That they are proud that they raised such a beautifully creative and courageous daughter. Um, and they just want you to know that they love, they're sending you their unconditional love, and they appreciate everything that you did for them and are doing for them. You carry them in your heart. So that's what I have. There's a lot of different things were coming through for you, Sprite Spring. How about you, Joan?
When I tuned in first, my heart was just, and I specifically was asking for your dad, Steve, and my heart just kind of lit up, and it was a little bit of almost painful. Like there's things he sort of regrets, I think. Of course, he's sending you lots and lots of love, but I saw him as, who's that guy at the front of the band in a big parade, and he's got the big, I forget the word for it, but he's the guy with a big hat leading the marching band. And he said, I was trying to set the example. And I figured if I set the beat, if I set the pace, everybody would fall in line. And that was the best way to raise a family and to do it. And he said, but I never, was never really interacting. I was always going forward and just feeling like by me doing what I felt was right, everybody would fall in line behind me. And he sees now that if he would have turned around and said, do you even like playing the tuba or marching or whatever, and being a little bit more involved, he wished, this is a really long way of saying the conductor, or there's another, it's like the drum major. That's what it is. And he wishes now that he would have been a little bit more involved in the day-to-day and really asking you how you're feeling and seeing what he could do other than being his own best self to really help you, because he's seeing from a broader perspective now. And anyhow, so he's kind of asking your forgiveness for that, but he's still there, and he's with this new sensitivity, he's being really caring for you. And when I drew cards, there might be a financial new beginning coming from you with the Ace of Pentacles. And I got the Meadowlark card. Smile, you will experience a wonderful journey of inner discovery. And I think he wants to be helping with that too, because he realizes now that there's a lot more than the externals. And the Archangel Gabriel says to speak your truth. So don't be afraid. Maybe he might be intimating that that you were not encouraged to speak up and speak your truth as a kid, and he's encouraging you to do that now. How about you, Gerald?
I love that, in the sense of he's recognizing that he was trying to lead and he was missing a lot of the fun that was going on behind him.
Yeah.
And there's an understanding of that now. What I got from both of your parents was argue fairly. Don't know if that means anything to you, but the sense of there's a need to, if you disagree with someone, you have an exchange that is fair. It's not a power struggle, and instead focus on the understanding. Remember, and if you're doing any conversations with your family, if you're doing any healing work for yourself, remember to look at things from multiple perspectives. I do also get the feeling that somebody moved back in with her or them, but there's this ancestral connection that is fairly strong. It's not a weak thing. Understand that and allow that to help you level out your ups and downs. That's it. Use your understanding to help level out the ups and downs of everyday life.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Thank you. And Sprite Spring said that she spent a lot of time at her father's house taking care of him there. So they did spend a lot of time together. And that's what I was feeling. That all of us, I think, touched on that. That was really beautiful, Joan, when you were saying that he was the drum major and that he was not always, he felt as though he was doing the right thing for everybody concerned, but understands now that what was right for him doesn't mean it was right for all. Yeah. And that, Gerald, you picked up that she was not given the permission maybe when she was coming up to speak her truth or to, have her own opinion. I thought that was a beautiful collaboration of readings there, Sprite Spring, and beautiful caring parents that you have. Just wanted to make sure if there was anything else. I think that, the veil is thinning and we're able to connect with our loved ones in a different sense that is unlike ever before. And that our thoughts and our prayers and our connections, our signs and synchronicities are more potent and more frequent than ever. And it's not just that we have, let me see. She says, thank you. Yes, I am a flower child and they were very strict. I see. Wow.
There's also, I still get this sense of they loved each other. You may not have understood that, but there was a really strong connection of love between the two of them. Your dad in particular wishes it oozed out more in your direction, that you could feel that, and it was very specific. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's not easy. And that's the mentality of the times, to be strict and to, control your children instead of supporting us for who we are and how we express, it's not always easy. But thank you so very much, Sprite Spring, for all of your feedback, all of your and asking your question. Thank you, everybody who asked their questions. And thank you again for going over and subscribing, like, share, and subscribe to Wisdom Seeker Joan and to TarotStache. We appreciate that very, very much. This will be the end of our show. And Gerald, you said you had 2 more shows coming up later on today?
Yes.
And when you subscribe, you'll get those notifications of when that will be. And Wisdom Seeker Joan, you and I will be back together in a week or so. Yes?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that too. And don't forget, everybody, to check out that evidential mediumship event that Gerald and Joan and I will be offering together as a unit. Aw, you're sweet. Wiki says, all 3 of you are so good in what you pick up. Absolutely amazing. Aw, that was very sweet of you to say, Wiki. Thank you. All right, everybody, enjoy the rest of your day. Stay warm. Bye-bye.
Bye now.
Thank you, everybody, for watching. Your support is greatly appreciated. If you enjoy this content, hit like, share, and subscribe. Remember to click the bell to be notified of future videos. Thanks again. Bye.